What's up there, YouTube? Section 333 here. On an unseasonably and uncharacteristically warm April Friday. Welcome back to the backyard. I'm enjoying a little tea. Pardon me. And enjoying a lovely smoke. It's very sunny out. It's oddly enough, it's about 3 o'clock, but the sun is still like directly overhead, so I got the umbrella up today. And I am not smoking my Friday Savinelli. I am smoking my Stanwell 2015 pipe of the year. And this is a wonderful pipe, actually. Beautiful grains all the way around. 2015, that's actually silver, I was told. And it says Stanwell 2015 pipe of the year. Beautiful green and black stem on it. I threw a softy bit on because I tend to nibble. But oddly enough, this is the pipe I get the most comments on, I guess, because it's got such an irregular shape to it, but it's got a very natural looking color. But I do get a lot of comments on this pipe. It's an excellent smoker. It's actually a filtered pipe. It has a 9mm Stanwell filter in it. And what am I smoking in this pipe? It's not in my pocket. My glasses are in here, my readers, which are filthy. Let me clean them off real quick, because I want to read you the tin that I'm smoking here. Surprise. I am smoking Balkan Blue pipe tobacco by the McClelland Tobacco Company, Kansas City, Missouri, USA. And since the back of the tin is showing, while I'm showing you the front of the tin, rich with the finest mountain blue Latakia, a classic full Balkan pipe tobacco mixture, smooth and deeply fragrant. The inspiration for this elegant mixture was a 21-year-old tin of the legendary 759, which I believe is a Sobrani. There was a contest to duplicate a tin of the 759. Anyway, the winner of the said contest was Black House by Russellette and the team over at Pipes and Cigars. They won the contest, I believe. And then they came out with White Knight, which they claimed was their ultimate play on that. Although I prefer the white, the Black House to White Knight on that. If you haven't had a tin of Black House, I highly recommend it. But McClelland also entered the contest, and this was their entry into the same contest. If you haven't had this, I highly recommend you try a tin of this. At the very least, you owe yourself a bowl. It has a very rich, very fragrant mixture. See if I can show you some of the leaf in here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of a rough ribbon cut. It's not like a Dunhill or something like that. You know, it's a typical McClelland cut. You got a lot of darks, you got some reds, and some very lights in there as well. And I couldn't tell you what the mixtures are, you know, but I can tell you it's definitely got the Latakia or the Latakia, however you want to pronounce that word. And somebody asked me to describe this, and for me, this reminds me very much so of Frog Morton cellar on steroids. You get a very rich and very fragrant punch here. It's the Latakia it screams through on this to me. It's one of the few McClelland blends where I don't get that ketchup, that tartness. It is a rich, voluminous smoke. It is a little tough to get lit at first, but once you get it going, it stays lit. But you got to get going. It does take a few relights. It's windy out here today, so it's kind of burning a little fast, but this is a very interesting smoke. The tin note, you get that mustiness. You give it a little shake like this, though. You get the smoke from the campfire, some dried fruits, a lot of leather in there too. It is not a harsh smoke at all. It is very light, very pleasant. You know, if you compare it to something like Dunhill's Nightcap, which is a sin that we'll never be able to get this again. That's just wrong on so many levels, right? But you compare it to something like Nightcap. Nightcap is so... It's almost like... you get the Latakia from Nightcap, but you also get a like a creaminess almost when you sniff that. To to me, that's very similar to the one time I was in a room where somebody was smoking Penzance. And it was his last flake, but I sniffed the bag afterwards. And that and Dunhill Nightcap, to me, have this creaminess that comes off. Almost, the only other thing I can think of that's close to that is GLP's Quiet Nights. It doesn't have the... I don't think it has the creaminess in the smoke and texture and the room note that a Penzance has. But Dunhill Nightcap, I think, has the boldness and the flavor. This, while being real heavy on the Latakia, is not a bomb, in my opinion. I mean, but the smokiness on the room note definitely comes forward. Definitely comes through in a big way. And, this is one of my this has been something I've smoked before. I do prefer the Frog Morton Cellar to this, but if I can't get Frog Morton Cellar, I would certainly smoke this. Frog Morton Cellar is my favorite blend. You know, and this is running right alongside with it. I do like McClelland tobaccos. I like the way they manipulate their tobaccos. It's the same with the GLPs. I like the way he manipulates his tobaccos. You know, and now my neighbor's going to start doing yard work. That's great. This, though, is, this could be an everyday smoke. I think I have smoked it every day since I've gotten it, actually. And I have quite a few tins of it. I think I have about 8 or 9 tins of this. But I think you definitely owe it to yourself to try this blend. I don't know if it's top 5. It's definitely top 10 for me. Like I said, you know, my favorite is the Frog Morton's Cellar. I also really like Mississippi River. And Gaslight. Love Gaslight. Hobbit's Weed. If I was going to pick a top 5, yeah. Frog Morton Cellar. Then I would have to go with Frog Morton Cellar, GLP's Gaslight, after which Mississippi River, after which is actually an aromatic for me, which is bizarre. And I would have to say Hobbit's Weed is number 4 for me. As an and it's the only aromatic that probably would make my top 5 list is Hobbit's Weed. And then my number 5 would be Dunhill's My Mixture 965. I really enjoy that one too. Obviously everything I smoke is pretty Latakia oriented, other than the Hobbit's Weed that makes that list. But I do prefer Latakia to Virginias, things like that. I do like the brightness of Virginias. I really enjoy the McClelland Christmas blend, actually. 2016 is a great blend, actually. And I own several tins of it because of that. Yeah, it's a shame about Dunhill, how those blends won't be available anymore. What can I say? Yeah, it's they disappeared once for a while, and they made a comeback, and I believe they disappeared again. Now then they made another comeback. Let's just hope one day it'll be worth it for someone to manufacture them again. Maybe the laws will change and it'll become economically viable again. But this Balkan Blue, this was also known as Blue Mountain. I think they called it Blue Mountain when they originally released it. And I actually have some tins, I believe, that say Blue Mountain on it. So trust me, this is a very good pipe tobacco, and it's a 1.76 ounce tin, so a 50 gram tin, and very rich. Yeah, has a nice rich tin note. It has a very mellow smoke to it though, but a very nice room note if you like the campfire. Almost has an incense like quality to it, very similar to like the Drew Estate meat pie, which is a phenomenal tobacco. I would put this this can go head to head, I think, with a lot of very good tobaccos. But to me, yes, it reminds me mostly of a stronger version of Frog Morton Cellar. Oh. Yeah, flavor is just spot on with this. Through this whole bowl, too. I'm about halfway through. I smoked it way too fast. And I told you, once you get it lit, it takes a little bit to get it lit, but once you get it lit, it stays lit. Listen, thanks so much. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm going to try and be more frequent. But I do appreciate everybody who tunes in. And keep posted. We got some good stuff coming. All right? Everybody have a good weekend. And have a safe weekend. God bless you. God bless yours. All right?